Hello everyone! Today was a pretty usual day, I woke up, went to work, went home from work, took Meadow for a walk, enjoyed some chess, and then I saw this chess game published on Chess24, and I was like, whoa, it's been quite a while since I saw a chess game like this. It was played actually yesterday in the 24th International Abu Dhabi tournament. It was played between Adham Fawzy of Egypt, who is an international master, and he was playing against Grandmaster Parham Magsoodloo of Iran. And well, it's definitely quite a game. Adham is playing white and Parham is black, so let's see this game. We have e4, g6, and I don't really think this opening has a name. It's considered to be a modern defense. We have d4, bishop to g7, knight to c3, d6, f4 now, a6, knight to f3, b5, bishop to d3, knight to d7. We have e5, bishop to b7, and now Adham castles. We have c5, and now knight to g5. And here white is preparing some ideas like f5. So we have queen to b6, and we have bishop to e4. We have bishop captures on e4, knight captures on e4, and now d5, kicking that knight away from d5, from e4, knight to c3, and now e6. So, okay, he stops f5, that is no longer an option. So, white plays bishop to e3, adding protection to that d4 pawn. We have c captures on d4, bishop captures on d4, and queen to c6. And here you can see black's king is still in the center of the board, and white should definitely try and take advantage of this. And he tries a4, which definitely a good decision, trying to break open the position, and well, black isn't interested in this. He pushes b4. And here white doesn't go back, he goes forward, and he plays knight to b5 with threats of knight d6 check. So black captures the knight, a captures on b5, we have a captures on b5, and now black has a choice. He will either move the queen or he will capture the rook with rook captures on a1. Black moved the queen, but let's see what happens if he plays rook captures on a1. If rook captures on a1, then b captures on c6. We have rook captures on d1, and now c captures on d7 with check, king captures on d7, and now rook captures on d1. And okay, this is a better position for white. Black is undeveloped, he's not down material, and he does have to deal with this threat of knight captures on f7. But this would be maybe more playable than the move he chose. So after a captures on b5, he played queen to b7. And here white plays rook captures on a8, we have queen captures on a8, and now f5. And here, well, it's already very unpleasant for black to play this position. This isn't, well, it's not a lost position for black or anything like that, it's just uncomfortable. For example, if g captures on f5, then simply queen to h5, and this is, well, very hard to play for black. And if e captures on f5, then e6, and, well, white is breaking through. So after f5, black decided to play knight captures on e5. And here we have f captures on e6, we have f6, and now bishop captures on e5. We have f captures on e5, and now white plays rook to f7. We have bishop to f8, and now knight captures on h7. And there were a lot of moves possible in this position. For example, white could go for queen to f1, to threaten capture here on f8. He could even play b6, but okay, knight captures on h7 is definitely a good move, and that's what white decided to do. So we have knight captures on h7, and now bishop to c5 check. We have king to h1, and well, although this looks pretty bad for black, this is actually an okay position for black. He is, well, he's up a piece, of course, and he does have this strong center here. And, well, with a move like bishop to e7, it would require a precise set of moves, but he could play this. But he plays knight to e7, and, well, white plays this beautifully. He plays queen to f1. And the threat of queen to f1 is a terrible one. He's threatening rook to f8 check, exchanging the rooks and winning the queen on a8. So black defends this with knight to f5, and now we have b6. b6 making room for the queen on b5. Queen to b5 check would be devastating. So black stops this, queen to c6, and now we have b7, threatening b8 with queen. So of course black has to stop this as well. So he plays bishop to a7. But the threat of b7 wasn't just to play b8 queen. This pawn will be extremely useful as it guards the c8 square. This, well, now white's next move is definitely a brilliant one, and you're free to find it for yourself. If you would like, even pause the video and try and solve this position to the end. So for those of you who have, I congratulate you. It's quite a beautiful combination. And for those of you who just want to enjoy the video, Adham played queen captures on f5, and this is deadly. We have g captures on f5 and now knight to f6 check. The only move black has is to play king to d8, and here white plays the beautiful e7, and again, only move available for black is king to c7. Black would very much enjoy to play king to c8, so this e8 move doesn't count with check, but that's why I said that this pawn was extremely useful, not just for threatening queen, but for also guarding c8. So black king has to go to c7, and here white plays pawn to e8 with queen, and also checking the black king from the rook on f7, and in this position black resigned. Because even if black would try to continue to play this, you know, he does have a strong center here. For example, if queen blocks, of course, black loses a queen. If king to d6, then simply queen to e7 is checkmate. Only move for black here would be king to b6, and well, if black even tried to play this, white wins a rook. And if black wanted to try and play this further, because white is threatening a b8 with queen, even if he tried to protect it with queen to d6, then simply queen again, bishop captures, queen captures, and now knight to d7 check, and well, it's a good thing black resigned when he did, because well, it would definitely be an unpleasant continuation for him. So yeah, here we have, this is the position where black resigned. And a beautiful game by Adham Fawzy of Egypt, an international master. I couldn't really find any information on him because he's probably still a very young player and is making you know, people in the world hear about him. But no doubt, if he continues playing games like this, a lot of people will know a lot about him very soon. So yeah. That's it for this video. Thank you all for watching. As usual, you can check 2 of my previous videos here, and I'll see you soon.